Might be a little more eager to get this one started than usual. The wind is whipping out to right field.
Boog, I always admired guys that were able to take advantage of the elements. I tell you what, for me, I'd hit my best bolt to left on the days that the wind was blowing out to right. Just unlucky in that way, or maybe just not good.
It's the New York Yankees taking on the San Francisco Giants. The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. And now here's the starter for San Francisco, Jose Butto.
They're going to start this one with the opener because of the matchups. Very favorable. I think we're going to see him empty the tank with really good fastball velocity to try to retire these first three hitters.
Just about to get underway, Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. First pitch, 5:05.
Bounced, and that got the pitcher. Gets it there in time, though, so they get the first out of the inning. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Paul Goldschmidt will climb in.
That's a ball.
And the 1-0.
Yeehaw!
Fought off foul. That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next offering upstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Third, right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
1 down. Giancarlo Stanton getting ready to hit. Misses the sweeper. And now it's even up. Got him to chase one above the zone there.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
That one missed. And that's a strikeout looking. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. Stanton wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. And the strike is overturned after review. Still 2 challenges left for them. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Bellinger up to hit. That one ripped, but foul. Goldie off of first with 2 away. Oh, and 2 now. That's a little bit low. And that one got a piece of it.
That hit him.
He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. So up next, J.C. Escara.
Ball.
Two on, 2 outs. Ball to strike. That one almost got him.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Here's a 2-1. Inside, backs him off again.
Straighten him up a little bit.
First and second, 2 down here on opening day. And they're all loaded up.
Batting 6th, third baseman Ryan McMahon.
There's Ryan McMahon now.
Ball.
So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. Action in the pen down there. Sam Hentges, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Birdsong warming up as well. The 1-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 1-2. Oh, look at the stop. To his knee, the throw, but he's in there easily.
Batting 7th, center fielder Trent Grisham.
All loaded up. Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees.
Hee-haw!
Hard ground ball for a base knock. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Big RBI for him right there. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jose Caballero.
Back one.
Two outs, bases are full. Out to short, Adames. They get the force as they escape the bases loaded jam. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Yankees 2 and the Giants coming up. Bottom of the first. And taking the ball for the Yankees, Garrett Cole.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Here's the 0-2. Ground ball right side. Goldie steps on the bag. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. Trailing by a couple of runs already, and I'm sure they'd like to erase that deficit quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to let this deficit get into your head and you're trying to just make up the difference with 1 swing and you really don't have the base runners on. You've got to contribute, keep the line moving, and all of a sudden you have a big inning, everything shifts, and you find yourself in the driver's seat.
Luis Arias at the plate now. That's ball 1. Outside with a breaking ball. The 2-0 is in for a strike. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
In the air, left field, Bellinger in a full sprint. Got it. Nice grab. 2 up, 2 down.
Excellent job, and I tell you what, the times that I played left field, getting to play like that, you love the opportunity to make it.
So here's Bader now. In the air, right field. And that is that. Giants down in order. They trail it here 2-0.
Now pitching for
Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Sam Hentges.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Aaron Judge, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Catcher challenge. Will take another look. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. The 1-0. Judge comes up empty there.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
That's a ball.
That's a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a payoff pitch. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He beats the throw, and he reaches safely.
Up next for the Yankees, second baseman.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Grounded out his first time. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying. Slams into the wall and hangs on.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold onto it after contact.
Goldie, the next to hit, takes ball one.
Outside. That's a ball.
And that one ripped to left. Makes the grab.
Up next for the Yankees, right fielder Giancarlo Stanton.
And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. He's 0 for 1. Oh, great stop. Jump throw across his body, and they get the out. One left for the Yankees. They're up 2-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's a cleanup hitter for the Giants, Rafael Devers. Yeah, that's too high. Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. And a 1-1. On the ground, right side. Chisholm handles, throws to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting fifth, third baseman Matt Chapman.
Matt Chapman up to the plate now. Line drive. This looks like extra bases. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
One out, runner at second. Herrera Encarnacion, the next Giant to hit. First pitch, and he just misses. Man at second. And he gets tied up right there.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Ground ball left side. And that's just foul. This one high in the air to left center. Bellinger on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's two away.
Batting seventh, catcher Patrick.
Now it's the Giants catcher, Patrick Bailey.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That's in for a strike.
That's the ball.
Man on second, two down. Swing and he popped it up. Cole under it. And that is that. One left for San Francisco. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Cody Bellinger. Line drive to short and caught. 1 pitch and 1 out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Descara in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes.
Ball outside.
Henches, 29 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2014. The 2-0 is in for a strike.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Just missed.
No, ball.
Draws the walk
No,
there.
that's ball 4. Runner, take your base.
So a man aboard. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate.
Ryan McMahon.
Runner on the move. In the dirt, blocked. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
When you're trying to swipe a bag against an elite level arm behind the plate like this guy, you better get a great jump and hope that your speed can finish this job. That was a great jump right there. Really nice steal of second base.
Man at second. Swing and a pop-up. Adames moving under it. Out number 2.
Up next for the Yankees, center fielder Trent Grisham.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Sam Henches won't go any further tonight. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
So the Giants with a new pitcher on the hill, Hayden Birdsong.
And that's a big potential run out there in second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Now here's Trent Grisham. Singled and drove in a run his first time through.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here on opening day. Almost got him. The 1-2.
Ball.
Just misses the mark outside the zone. Jose Caballero on deck for the Yankees. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Yankees 2 and the Giants nothing. Set for the bottom of the third, and digging in for San Francisco, Grant McCray.
Hee-haw!
On the ground right side, and he can't come up with it. Flips it, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out.
Hitter, Tyler Fitzgerald.
And next is the designated hitter, Tyler Fitzgerald. Yo, one. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. That one not close. Ball one. Out towards right center field. Grisham is there, makes the catch.
Up next for the Giants, the shortstop, Willie
Back to the
Adames.
leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Willie Adames stands in. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. Foul ball. That's off the inside corner.
That's a ball.
And the count even 1-1. There's the strike. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Fights it off. He'll see another. Another 1-2. On the ground to third. McMahon fires over to first. And that is the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3. They trail things here 2-0. Back here in San Francisco, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jose Caballero.
You know, these
that's
Yankees
out.
doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
High fly ball, right field, and a quick out, number 1.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Reached on an infield single his first time. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2. That's inside.
Ball, that's in.
And the next pitch is way outside. Outside. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now.
Second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
There was a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Line drive. He brings it down. Nice play.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
Paul Goldschmidt now. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike one. On a line. And that is that. The Yanks lead one, but they hold the 2-0 lead. Bottom of the inning, and digging in for San Francisco, Luis Arias.
Luis Arias.
Foul ball there. Strike two. Stays alive. To the right side. And foul ball.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for the Giants.
And now Bader up to the plate. Flied to right his first time.
That missed. That's a ball.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Into the bleachers and gone. Home run. And they tie it up. It's 2-2.
He was able to hit one out in this weather. Are you kidding me? How did he do that? Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time. Took a direct path to the ball. Excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Raffy coming to the plate now.
Ball. That's outside.
Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. On the corner for a strike. And a foul ball. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Now Matt Chapman at the plate. Doubled his first time up.
Ball.
Swings through that one for strike one.
Didn't recognize off speed. Thought it was fastball. A little bit out in front. Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Swing and a foul out of play. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
At the plate, Herrera Encarnacion. That's outside, and it's 1-1. Way out front for strike 2.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. When the Giants go deep, it's bye-bye, baby. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Back here at Oracle Park, ready now for the 5th inning.
Well, they just scored some runs in that last frame, and now they have to make sure they don't cough them up on defense right away. No better time than right now to have a 1-2-3 inning.
Stanton up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Here's a 2-0. And a big swing and a miss. That's off the mark. Full count now. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Up next for the Yankees, left fielder Cody Bellinger.
And here comes Bellinger.
A little frustrated with the strike zone.
That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
For the Yankees,
Go ahead run on base. J.C. Escarra, the next to hit. That clips a corner. Late on that fastball. And that one almost got him. The 1-2. Nice grab. There's one. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. So they make short work of him there. Last half of the 5th coming up. We are tied 2-2. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the Giants catcher, Patrick Bailey.
Patrick
Bailey.
All these Giants, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
One away.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
McRae, batting with one down, takes a strike. And there's a ball.
That missed.
Challenge from behind the dish here. And on further review, it was a strike. So they've still got both their challenges.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Next is the designated hitter, Tyler Fitzgerald. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center.
Yeehaw!
2 down, nobody on here on opening day. And there's a foul ball. The 0-2. And that's a little high. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. That completes the strikeout inning over. Through 5. All even at 2-2. Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game.
Now pitching for
Here's
the
a new
Giants,
pitcher from the pen,
number
Landon
65.
Root. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. And stepping in for New York, Ryan McMahon.
Ball.
Root, in his second season, he features a sinker, a curve, a changeup, a cutter, and he works in a four-seamer. Movement in the bullpen, Keaton Wynn. The hard-throwing righty is up and loosening. Brubaker also getting ready. Hard hit right side. Devers takes it to the bag. Now one gone in the top of the sixth.
For the Yankees, center fielder Trent Grisham.
So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. First pitch, and he has to get out of the way.
Nope, ball.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And they have their first hit since the second inning.
Up next for the Yankees.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And up next for New York, Jose Caballero. That one's upstairs, ball one.
That's a ball.
On the ground, right side. Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove.
No,
to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Critical at bat coming up, and in steps Aaron Judge. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. That misses the zone. Ball one.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
2 on, 1 out. And that's in for a strike. Fouled off. He was late. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Way back there, it's got a chance. And it's caught just in front of the wall. Relay throw, save. And the go-ahead runs at third. Now Jazz Chisholm Jr. steps up for a big at bat. 0 for 3 in this one. Ball one,
nope,
no strikes.
Outside. Ball. Heat top.
Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
A lot of adrenaline. We can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back here in San Francisco. Now it's the Giants leadoff hitter, Willie Adames.
Willie Adames.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. That one
That's
missed.
The ball.
And that misses. And the count is 3-1.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
It's a leadoff
That's ball
walk,
4. Take your base.
and that's the go-ahead run. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Payoff pitch. Out towards right center field. Chisholm flashes the leather on the running catch.
Up next for the Giants, second baseman, Luis Arraez.
Luis Arraez stands in. 1 for 2.
Hey!
Here comes the 0-1. And that is out of play. The 0-2. Ball 1 there. Next offering is downstairs. In the air to left center. Bellinger on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 away.
Up next for the Giants, left fielder
Harrison Bader now at the plate. He's already homered in this game.
Hey! Ha!
Two down, nobody on. Got him swinging. Went back to the cutter, and it was worthwhile. Giants go down quietly. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. We go to the top of the 7th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Paul Goldschmidt. Slice the other way. That's a base hit.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. The Yanks with the go-ahead run at first here in the top half of inning number 7. Outside low, and that's ball 1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Go ahead run on base. Here comes Cody Bellinger. And that one fouled off.
Ball low.
1 away. Tie game. Go ahead run stands at first.
Ball.
Runner takes off, and that one fouled off. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. One away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And that just misses.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Payoff pitch. And that's ball four.
That's out.
And with 2 outs, the go-ahead run is at second base.
Catcher, J.C. Escara.
Here's the Yankees catcher now, J.C. Escara.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Jackknifes out of the way. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Two on, one out. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Landon Root departs, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
Righty
the Giants,
reliever out of the pen,
number
Keaton Wynn.
67, Keaton Wynn.
Two outs, runners at first and second. So up next for New York, Ryan McMahon. That one's in there. That's strike one. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Sets him down looking. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. Yanks strand a pair, and this game is still tied at 2-2.
Now pitching for the
We're
Yankees,
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Osvaldo Bido. Devers now.
Leading off for the Giants, first baseman, Rafael Devers.
Fought off foul. The 0-1. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Kervin Castro preparing to come on if needed. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2. Set down on strikes. One away. Big time out leading off the home seventh. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
Here's Matt Chapman. Chapman gets a piece there.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. Next offering is outside. This one in the air, center field. Grisham under it. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Giants.
Ferrar Encarnacion, the next Giant to hit.
Encarnacion.
No, that's down. Ball.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Giants down in order. Score remains 2-2. Back here at Oracle Park, and stepping in for New York, Trent Grisham. Deal 1. Swings through that. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Ryan Walker, the closer of the staff, is throwing.
Nope.
Just misses there.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. The 1-2. Struck him out looking.
Up next for the Yankees. Shortstop, Jose Caballero.
The shortstop takes the ball. In the air to left center. He's got it. 2 down.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Aaron Judge.
Here is Aaron Judge. This guy with light tower power.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. The next offering misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. So they're now out of challenges.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Substitution being made at first. On the run for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez.
Back one.
The 0-1. Back to the mound. It hit him. Safe at first, and now after the play, we'll check on the right-hander status. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Check swing went around. Strike one. Two on, 2 outs. Out to short. Adames. They take the force out. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get them home. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. We are tied 2-2. Back here in San Francisco. And digging in for San Francisco, Patrick Bailey.
No, that's up.
The 1-0. Just
that missed. That's the ball.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Next pitch way upstairs. On the inside corner for a strike. Got him swinging.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens.
The 0-1 and fouled off. Got him swinging for the K.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Next will be the Giants DH, Tyler Fitzgerald. In there for strike one.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Two down, nobody on. Slap the other way, foul. Oh, 0-2 now. Outside.
Ball, outside.
Missed with a changeup. And that's ball 2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th. It's the 9th, and we are tied.
Now pitching for
So
the
they turn to their closer,
Number
Ryan Walker.
74, Ryan Walker. Leading off for the Yankees, right fielder Giancarlo Stanton.
Hey!
There's a swing and a miss.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
That
That's
misses
the ball.
the zone.
Outside.
And the count is 1-2. That one missed. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Here's Cody Bellinger. The outfield shifted pretty heavily towards right field.
Ha!
Oh, 1 down. Can't glove it cleanly. And he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score it.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
The Yankees with the go-ahead run at first here at the top of the 9th. On the ground,
Foul!
down the line, and it's foul. Stays alive. And the 0-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Go ahead run on base. Ryan McMahon stepping in now for the Yankees.
Ball.
And a 1-0.
Wood.
That one lifted to left. Bader in and to his right. And that's the third out. It's the Yankees 2 and the Giants 2.
Now pitching for the
Back
Yankees.
now as they hand the ball to a fresh
74.
arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Kervin Castro.
Leading off for the Giants, the shortstop, Willie Adames.
That's off the mark, and it's 1-0. Movement in the Yankees pen. Yerry De Los Santos, the closer, is getting loose. Swing and a foul out of play. Bounced up the middle. Chisholm. Now a jump throw. And they get the out. Big play there to get the leadoff man.
Up next for the Giants, second baseman, Luis Ariz.
Digging in, Luis Ariz. 1 for 3.
Hurt.
All tied up here in the last half of inning number 9. Left field. And that'll get down for a hit. And the winning run is aboard.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
There's a strike.
That was just paint on the first pitch fastball.
Swing and a miss.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Stanton on the move, racing back. Great catch, foul ground up against the wall.
Plenty of extra carry on that ball to right there. Almost got out of here thanks to the wind. It's whipping right now.
And here is Devers.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate where this guy could do some real damage.
This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. Just missed. Matt Chapman in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Trying to send this to extra innings. And a strike. Swings through that one, out in front that time.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Good job to fight that one off. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Two outs, but the winning run is at first. Swings and misses, struck him out. That's the third out, and we'll play extra innings in this one. It's the Yankees 2 and the Giants 2. Back here at Oracle Park, on to extra innings. Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees.
That's a ball.
Man at second. And misses inside.
Here, what?
The 2-1. And that's down and away. Jose Caballero in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That one misses.
That's low.
So
Ball four.
leadoff
Take your
walk.
base.
Up next for the Yankees, shortstop Jose Caballero.
Now a move being made at second base. And here's the Yankees pinch runner, Max Schumann. Trying to move the runners over. Throws to first in time, and that is a big first out.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Go-ahead run on base, Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. Entered the game as a pinch runner. First plate appearance for him here. That's in there. Strike one. Dominguez wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And that one was indeed a strike. That knocks them down to one challenge left. The Yanks with the go-ahead run at third here in extra innings. Now a pitch out, and perhaps they were protecting against the squeeze.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Two on, one out. Tried to check his swing. Appeal to third. No swing. Just held it back there. Two now. Called out on strikes.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Ryan Walker gives way, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for
new
the
pitcher
Giants,
now, J.T. Brubaker.
J.T. Brubaker.
that's
No,
outside.
that's outside. Ball.
Two on, two outs. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Late swing, foul to the left. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. The Giants trying to keep this a 2-2 game here in the top half of the 10th. Just missed.
Ball.
That's a really good take.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. One runs in, fires it to the plate. Save! In comes the run from second. And they lead by 2. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Two outs, runner on first. So up next for New York, Paul Goldschmidt.
That's the ball.
The 1-0. Runner on the go. Ball outside. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner into scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
That's down and in. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Number 77, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Number 46, also throwing. Man on second, 2 down. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Up next for the Yankees, right fielder Giancarlo Stanton.
Hit on the ground to the right side. And it goes just foul. The 0-1. The Yankees trying to break this one open. And here in extra innings. That's the third. They get the force. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. The Yankees 4 and the Giants 2.
Now pitching for the Yankees.
Back now and on the mound, the closer, Yerry De Los Santos. A chance at his first. And here is Matt Chapman.
Third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Just missed. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 1. Tying run at the plate. And that's fouled off. Here's a 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Pitch misses. And it's 2-2.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
And delivers
No, that's
outside.
out.
Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. In there, sets him down on strikes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Ball.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out. So they hold the runner at third, wanting to play it safe. Think that comes back to bite him?
Boy, it's hard to say. That runner on second to start extras is critical, and you want to make sure you don't waste him. If they don't score this inning, there'll be some second guessing for sure.
Now it's the Giants catcher, Patrick Bailey. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
This is the guy they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make him work to get this save.
Right through there for a strike. The Giants with the winning run at the plate. And we're in the last half of the 10th. Tap to first.
That's a
and
foul.
a foul ball.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Fights it off. He'll see another. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him looking. Now only 1 out remaining.
Well, I think that was just a case of a hitter quitting on a pitch. He was looking fastball and didn't see it out of the hand and just left the bat on his shoulder. That was a changeup right over the plate. Probably not the location he was looking for, but the change of speeds is what fooled him, and he got the out.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Yerry De Los Santos will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for the Yankees.
New pitcher for the Yankees, Fernando Cruz.
Fernando Cruz.
Pitches in for a strike. 0-1. They're down to their final strike. Devers on third. Koss at first. 2 out of the inning. Pitch misses. Now 1-2. Swing and a bouncer. On to first. Ball game.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the adrenaline of the opposing team down a bit, and you can steal a win and get out of here happy.
And your final 4-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.